Hi everyone, Jenny here. I'm going to teach you a few things about image resolution. First and foremost, what is resolution? Simply put, it's the detail an image holds. Resolution is measured in ppi or pixels per inch. Every digital image is made up of a grid of very tiny pixels. The higher the ppi, the crisper an image will look. Camera settings and how the image is captured dictate the final resolution of that image. We prefer that all images are 100 to 120 ppi at full print size. As you can see in this example, the resolution, or ppi, pixels per inch, is 120. This means I have 120 pixels per 1 square inch. This image is only 24 by 17, however. What happens if I need to use this at a larger size? Would I be able to enlarge this image and keep the clarity? Unfortunately, no. As you can see, if I make the dimensions of this image larger, the amount of pixels per inch gets lower. This makes the image fuzzy and pixelated. This could be acceptable to some for fabric printing, but to many, this image is not high enough resolution to print. As you can see, it gets a little bit pixelated, a little bit fuzzy in the fence area. Photoshop does have smoothing options built in to compensate for pixelation, but it does not make the image clear. Let me show you that. Again, this could be acceptable for some, but is usually based on how far away the graphic will be from the viewer. Our art assistants check that all images meet our 100 to 120 ppi guidelines. Low resolution images will most likely cause a delay in the pre-flight process. Please note on your purchase order form if you accept and are aware that your artwork includes low resolution images to avoid possible delays. Another thing to keep in mind when dealing with image resolution is the difference between actual PPI and effective PPI. Actual PPI is the resolution of a linked image at 100% size without scaling. This image has an actual PPI of 72 at 68 inches wide by 45 inches tall. I've placed this image into my banner artwork and have scaled it down to the size I need it to print at. In doing so, I have altered the effective PPI. Effective PPI is the final resolution of an image that has been scaled once placed into your artwork. As you can see, the effective PPI of this image is now 338 because the image has been scaled down to 14 by 9. Please note that the higher the resolution your image is, the larger the file becomes. To combat this, we need to res down the actual PPI of the link so the effective PPI meets our 100 to 120 PPI standards. This is actually pretty simple to do. Let's go back to our link in Photoshop and pull open image size. Uncheck resample. Now type in 338 for the PPI. This will change the dimensions of the file to what is currently in our Illustrator art. Turn resample back on and change the resolution to 120 PPI. Click OK. We've successfully res down this image. So let's save it as something else. I'm going to rename this as res down and just click save. And now relink it into your Illustrator file. As you can see, the resolution ends up changing to 120.